Good morning and welcome to Monday Morning Minutes. The first thing I wanted to do this morning is to take time to congratulate all of our student athletes who completed another successful spring sports season in our lacrosse, baseball, and softball programs. The honors and postseason successes are way too numerous to list here this morning, but in a couple of weeks, we'll highlight a few of our all-region athletes and playoff victories on an episode totally dedicated to our spring student athletes and their successes. So again, to our student athletes, your performances on the field and in the classrooms were outstanding, and we're so proud to have you represent Delaware Tech throughout Region 19 and the postseason play. To our sophomores, we can't wait to see what the future holds for each of you. And to our freshman student athletes, we'll see you all next year. Believe it or not, we're only 3 days away from our first graduation ceremony of 2025. So we wanted to highlight this year's keynote speakers at each campus. As you know, each year we strive to choose speakers who have a special connection to Delaware Tech and have an appreciation for who we are as a college and the students we serve. Needless to say, I think our lineup this year checks all of those boxes. This year's commencement season starts Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Bob Carpenter Center, where we will be honoring Delaware Tech graduates from both the Stanton campus in Newark and the George campus in Wilmington. Mr. Michael Hare, Executive Vice President for the Development at Buccini Polling Group and member of the Delaware Tech Board of Trustees, is our keynote speaker for this ceremony. Mike's name is synonymous with the city of Wilmington, as he's been actively involved in everything from serving on the Wilmington City Council to the $1 billion redevelopment of the city's riverfront. He's also actively involved in a number of nonprofit boards that serve the city and its residents. In his current role at Buccini Polling, he oversees development management, public investment, government relations, and external communications. Prior to that role, Mike served as Deputy Director of the Riverfront Development Corporation and Senior Development Specialist for the Delaware Economic Development Office. And as I said, he served as an at-large member of the Wilmington City Council, where he served on the Finance and Housing Committees. We look forward to hearing from Mr. Hare and the words of wisdom he will share with our graduates on Thursday. On Monday, May 19th, at the Terry campus graduation in Dover, we will be joined by Colonel Joseph A. Cook, Delaware National Guard Commander of the 261st Theater Tactical Signal Brigade, and also a member of the Delaware Tech Board of Trustees. A decorated military leader, Colonel Cook entered the Delaware National Guard in 1989 as a private and received his commission from the Delaware Army National Guard Office Candidate School in 1996. Graduating as the Distinguished Honor Graduate. Prior to his current assignment, he served in several leadership positions, including Deputy Chief of Staff for Personnel, Joint Staff Vice Chief of Staff, Recruiting and Retention Commander, and Deputy Chief of Staff for Information Management. He also has received numerous awards and decorations during his military career, including the Bronze Star Medal, the Defense Meritorious Service Medal, and the Meritorious Service Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, among others. We're sure the Colonel will leave quite an impression on our new graduates with his remarks next Monday. And finally, on Tuesday, May 20th, Patty Grimes, Executive Director of the Carl M. Freeman Foundation and Joshua M. Freeman Foundation, and Vice Chairman of the Delaware Tech Board of Trustees, will speak to our graduates at the Owens campus in Georgetown. Patty has been recognized multiple times as one of Delaware's most impactful leaders by the Delaware Business Times. The Joshua M. Freeman Foundation is the third largest arts organization in Delaware, serving communities all over Delmarva and beyond, and is well known for its outdoor concert venue, the Freeman Arts Pavilion. The Carl M. Freeman Foundation is a private family foundation that provides grants and guidance to nonprofit organizations in Sussex County. In addition to her role as Vice Chair of Delaware Tech's board, Patty also serves the community on a number of other boards that work to improve the quality of life of Sussex County. We can't wait to hear from one of Delaware's most distinguished community leaders next Tuesday. With this great lineup of speakers, we can't wait to celebrate our 2025 graduations with all of you, our students and their families, in the weeks ahead. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next Monday for another episode of Monday Morning Minutes.